You're a bad dog. A very bad dog, shouts Dr. Fogel. I'll show you what a bad dog is, thinks Jasper, padding down the hallway to his dog bowl where he can think. Sobbing next to his dish, Jasper tries to sort everything out. The FedEx man is supposed to be barked at. Damn it. When he is outside the gate, he's outside the threshold of recognition. As he nears, he comes inside the threshold of recognition. Of course I'm going to bark at him, even if I know who he is. The plumber is even lower than the FedEx man. I'm just saying, watch out. He's got a wrench. Is that so terrible? The cat slinks by. Jasper thinks the one epithet he could never say. Fraidy. In the next room, Dr. Fogel was on the phone. Well, I need that package today, doggone it. Jasper shudders. I hate it when he uses that word. Does he know that it hurts me? How it hurts me? Does he know what he's saying? Why can't he say God damn it like everyone else? God damn it is a decent, benign swear word, no matter how you look at it. Even backwards. It's... Oh, my dog. The doorbell rings. Jasper's up and running to the front door, barking. Master and dog arrive at the same time. Quiet, Jasper, quiet, says Dr. Fogel, but Jasper can't keep quiet. The door opens. It's the FedEx man. Oops, thinks Jasper. He immediately puts his nose down between the deliverman's legs. They love this. This will be my salvation, he calculates. But from above he hears, Bad dog. Bad, bad dog. What? Bad dog? Jasper keeps on the happy face, but he's killed inside. He watches the exchange of signature and receipt, then follows him, hoping for a pat or a word of understanding or just anything. It does not come. Jasper dips into his bowl of water, hiding his big sad eyes. This is a major, major problem, he thinks. That night, lying on the sawdust-filled bed, Jasper realizes that there is something in his brain telling him to distinguish between the Federal Express man, who must be barked at all circumstances, and Granny Fogel, who he demonstrates his admiration by rolling over and showing his genitals. But how can I stop myself from doing what I want to do? Nay, what I must do. This urge is so strong based on so many factors, so many subtle discernments. He decides that he lacks some key piece of information, some general rule of understanding that he would put him on the clear path. He resolves to search for that knowledge by taking a trip around the world. For Jasper, the world is defined by a 5-foot fence that surrounds his yard, the house, and all its contents. The next morning, Jasper is out early. He sidles along the fence, hugging the wall, nose lowered in the grass. After an hour, he realizes what he's been doing is pointless, except for the pure fun of it all. He hangs around the kitchen for a while doing the big eyes thing, but it's nothing. Unrewarded, he moves to his bed for a snooze. Jasper puts his nose next to his last saved biscuit and nuzzles it. He thinks, questing is hard, and he rolls over on his back, sticks his legs in the air, and falls asleep. Falling hard into a dream, Jasper imagines himself paddling through the air in a vast gallery of paintings. Although he's never actually been to a museum, he once guided himself accidentally through the London's Tate Gallery internet site. The letters T-A-T-E are all left-handers on the keyboard, and one lucky paw slap sent Jasper spiraling into cyberspace. Now in his dream, he's able to whirl and twist in the air, viewing the pictures up close and reading their museum labels. His dream, swirling up from simple unconscious, changes each painter's bio. Johann Fuseli, Swiss painter and former dog. Giovanni Battista Tiepolo, Italian painter and former dog. Jasper sees that these artists have transformed the canine within themselves and into wonderful works of art. The doorbell jars Jasper out of his sleep. Consciousness takes over and the beautiful dream fades back into his thin cortex. Rising, he looks through a series of windows from the bedroom to the kitchen and beyond the kitchen to the street. He sees the white rectangle of the FedEx truck. Impulsively, he runs towards the front door. Charging down the hall, he can feel a bark welling up inside him. He's like a boxer with a coiled left hook about to be thrown, like the clapper of an alarm already in motion towards the bell. He knows what he is facing. The cold censure of his master, balanced by the deliciously frightened face of the FedEx man. The bark churns deep within him. He feels it in his belly, moving up through his lungs. His body chemistry pumps him forward like a jockey's whip and turns the corner to the foyer. There, in gleaming white, is the target, handing over the trim FedEx box to Jasper's beloved and vulnerable master. As he slows the fleshy part of his paws starling against the hardwood floor, Jasper's locomotion compresses his energy, forcing the bark into his throat. With his master looking on, he opens his mouth. The bark now lies just behind his tongue. As it rolls over the damp, spongy, pink surface, the miracle that is art rises from his shallow unconscious and transforms to sound waves, curving the pointed spikes of the highs and rounding the crevices of the jagged lows. Jasper looks up to his master, and out comes in a lovely baritone. We are having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Now, there is not a sound. A performance eon passes. The time between the final note of the aria and the whooshing, enveloping applause of the audience. Finally, into this silent, ethereal mist that swarms in Jasper's head, comes his master's voice. Good boy. You're a good boy. Jasper turns, feeling the euphoric relief of an adrenaline shutdown. He moves away from the door. The cat walks by. But for the grace of God go I, thinks Jasper. He walks in the kitchen, laps some water, looks back at the startled tableau by the front door, and goes outside to lie in the sun.